world and welcome back. I am Karhu, the Great Bear of the North, and this is Planet Coaster. We are still in Karhu Electric Park. It is now the beginning of year 7. And last episode, we just moved the carousel, the carousel, over to here, and I kind of explained what my vision is for all of this. Off camera, I've done a little bit of research, and I believe Think Big. Is this the Ferris wheel? I don't know, but I would really like to put the Ferris wheel right back there, just to really make this view be like, oomph, pow, you know? But I don't think that is the Ferris wheel. So I think what we're going to do today instead is we're going to build a steamboat adventure. We're going to build a dark ride. Basically, this is something like it's a small world, or like a jungle cruise, or something like that. And if you haven't noticed, I'm kind of a Disney fanatic, which is why a lot of my references are based around Disney. So I hope that is okay with you. Let's do this as the start. This isn't the ideal boat, but we'll... Actually, hold on. Can I change the boat type? Land ho. I can just change one of these two. That's it. It's either the one with the propeller, or not the propeller, but the oars on the back, or the one without the oars on the back. Let's go without the oars on the back. And what this is it's going to be like. I did some research into Coney Island and Luna Park and some of the like really old school parks, and they had these dark rides, and one was like a journey to the moon. One was about something about Dante's Inferno and about just going to hell and back. So there's some really interesting theming that we can do here, and I'm thinking that this is like a journey to the different lands. So there might be a little like Egyptian zone, there might be a little bit of a Mayan Mexican zone, all of which is just going to be built right underneath this carousel area. So it's going to be fairly low, but it's, I think it can work. I think it can definitely work. And so this is the area that it goes through, and if we immediately start turning off to the right, I think that's going to be pretty good. And whoops, and then there's going to be like a little scene off to the right here. And then, I can probably get rid of these paths. These paths are just to help me make this canal super straight. There we go. Actually, we are going to keep those two right there. So let's go back to this track. Oh, it doesn't want me to click on that for some reason. And then we're just going to, again, just to continue down here, there's going to be a little bit of a straighter section here. Boom, and then it's going to loop around there. And this is going to be a fairly big building. Like the ride's going to go all the way out to about here and then come back. So we're just kind of meandering through. And I reserve the right to change the angle of some of these things a little bit later on. Oops, insufficient funds. Alright. Unfortunately, Carousel is not earning nearly as much as it used to, and that's for two reasons. One, it is getting a little bit old, and it's not quite classic yet. I believe year 10 or year 15, and will become classic. But for now, it's kind of a drag. I'm like, man, I've been on the Carousel so much, I wanted to go something else. Man. But soon, this will actually be a prime draw for this area, as will this ride, I think. And again, we're just, again, insufficient funds. How much? Each one of these is $108. Wow. Absolute wowzers. But, hey, this is, you gotta spend money to make money, right? And this is we're going to loop around a little bit more quickly here. And then, once again, more insufficient funds. And that's okay. I mean, we still make money fairly quickly. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking, like I said, a Mayan area, an Egyptian area, maybe a polar area, just something that suggests that you're going on this really cheesy voyage to different lands. And it's just going to be like one or two scenes for each of these. Like, it's not going to be anything super massive. There's not going to be no pyro or anything like this. It's just going to be a very simple dark ride. But it will be a dark ride nonetheless. Because, okay, cool. Yeah, we made a lot of money, but we are spending a lot of money on this ride as well. But at least we know that our money situation is, we're doing pretty good. As soon as this is finished, yeah, I'm liking the track of this. It kind of goes in here, kind of curves around there, and then goes, and then it's good. Very good. And I think we kind of go up here, curve out through here, and then back and then out. So let's just go this way. Each of these pieces is 108. Wow. These things are not cheap to build, I'll tell you that much. Absolutely not cheap to build. Alright, so we have the first paths of the dark ride, which we've called Around the World. People are already starting to go on it. It's already starting to make a little bit of money. I think we're going to need multiple boats, and I'm wondering if also the price is not a little bit too low. Because the result, it's a 284-second ride, so it's nearly a 5-minute ride, and I'm only charging, actually, because it's cost, different stations have different costs, it's only $6. So maybe let's go up to $10 for the 5-minute ride. Let's see how that goes. But we don't have anything in the ride just yet. Like, if I give you an on-ride scenery, it's not going to be all that great. But we have all of this area carved out. This is where the magic is going to happen, and I'm so excited for this. But I'm going to need a lot of time, and I think this is going to be a slow process. So I'm just giving you the teaser for what this is going to look like. And in many, many episodes, only then will I show you what this finally looks like. I'm going to cover all of this up, and it's going to be epic. But first, I am researching something. I'm researching the family-friendly classic, and I know for a fact that this is indeed the Big Wheel. So we've got the Around the World adventure started. But the main thing of this episode is, in addition to giving you a sneak preview of what this will look like, and it will eventually look like this. Yeah, this is very much Jungle Cruise. Is this? Oh no, this is the regular speed. Okay, that's way too fast. Way too fast. Let's go down to 6 kilometers an hour. Thank you very much. Let's cut that speed in half. This is supposed to be an enjoyable ride. Boat speed 5 kilometers. There we go. Yeah, let's cut everything in half. This will give a lot more chance to actually see things. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Now, with that out of the way, oh yes, it's gonna look so good at night. Oh man, I'm loving how everything's coming out. We also added some lights to this scenic overlook. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's looking so good at night. I'm debating, do we put the fairy lights all across all of these? And that might be a thing, just so the entire thing gets lit up and reflected. And this is exactly what I wanted, the lights reflecting off everything. And this is looking pretty cool. Because from all the way across here, you see, and then this is going to be the double entrance to the Around the World. And then we've got this, and then very, very soon, the Big Wheel. But let's actually start getting the pathing ready for the Big Wheel. And actually, you know what? There's a concrete, not terrain. Terrain is not what I want to do. There's a concrete roof that I want to put. Yes, this flat roof, smooth concrete flat roof. No, it's regular concrete flat roof, and I want to, yes, add it to the carousel base and foliage, because this is the grid that everything is on. Boom. And we're just going to cover up all sight of the dark ride. Yes, actually, let's reduce that. There we go. That way, oops. That way we can start to cover up everything just like so. This little corner might be a little tricky. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do that just yet. But for now, this should be sufficient. And there we go. You know what? Rather than do each of these manually, I'll just come back when I'm done. Alright, things are starting to look up. It took me a little bit of time, but I finally saved up enough money to build this canopy, where we're going to build the big wheel, and then we're going to build this big boy right up there. I think that's centered. We will see, and then we just raise that up a little bit more. Now, is that indeed centered? Nope, there's a little bit more on this side, so we're going to just slide that over just like that. Good. Because this grid piece, this elevated area, is centered on this elevated area. So I want it to be like, yes, look at this. And then with the tower rising up behind it, I think it'll have like a nice tiered effect. And there's going to be like little side buildings for food and games and whatever on this side. I think this is going to be very, very aesthetic. And everybody enters from this side, and we're going to get the entrance right there. And the exit is going to be right beside it. And there we go. We're just going to connect the entrance. Come on. There we go. Actually, this needs to be a 4 meter wide, because the rest of this path is indeed 4 meters wide. And we're just going to, oh no, we don't want curved slopes for this one. I'm just going to drop that down, and then I'll square off this side a little bit later. And we should be able to drop down. Oh, yeah. Is it obstructed? No, it shouldn't be obstructed. Okay, well, let's get rid of all of these because I don't need those. Oh, that is obstructed? Interesting. Okay, well, we can get rid of that. Get rid of that. I don't want it to connect just yet. And we're going to go down. Oh, that's too far. Okay. So, yeah, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's just do that then. Let's do the exact same thing on the other side. How do we... There we go. And then that went... Let's also go back to 90 degrees, because it's easier to deal with. Drop that down. Up. That stays level. That gets dropped down. That stays level. And then... that is obstructed. Oh yeah, because that's only 3 meters and that's 4 meters. Right. Well, it appears I'm in a little bit of a conundrum. Conundrum that thankfully I do know how to solve. It's not going to look quite right, but we are going to... Oh, we don't have any money. Come on. Yeah, I need to build up a little bit more of a bank account before I start doing this. Will this solve it? I'm not sure it will. Oh, no, still is insufficient funds. Oh my goodness, that actually does solve it. I mean, not the insufficient funds part, but the fact that it's all obstructed. The whip is broken down, which is only going to cut into our income. Yeah, we lost a lot of money from giving up refunds for the whip, which is disappointing. Oh, jeez. Okay, so... yeah. I hate that. I really hate that when that happens. Because there's nothing really we can do to prevent the breakdowns. It's just kind of a thing. And unfortunately, we just have to deal with it. But we have to give everybody their money back, which is like $1,000 apparently for a full run of the whip. Even people that are already on the whip, they still get their money back. So ride breakdowns are extremely disruptive to your finances. Super disruptive. So I'm just gotta sit here and wait. I mean, we're still making money. But actually, no. That month we've lost money. We might lose money in September due to the refunds. I'm not even researching anything. It could be research. Just a family riding a throw, but it's not even tell us what it is. Yeah, and then we lost the advertising because one thing broke down. Oh, yeah, at least now it's been fixed. So, that's good, I guess. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Actually, maybe we can do something like this. We can bring it out this way and then climb it up. Because we know that these two aren't overlapping each other. So, theoretically speaking... actually, that already is a queue. Wait, what? What's going on? Why are we getting the two queue things? Is it just because insufficient funds, or what's going on? Either way, let's build up from here. Hopefully this will make things a little bit better. Queue setup would be invalid. So... I mean, that unfortunately that ruins everything that I've done down here. So... you said it would be invalid. Oh, because it wasn't on the queue, that's why. Okay. So let's go this way instead. Building up to... no, we're going to do that. We're going to build up from there. Up from there. Okay, maybe it needs to be a little bit higher. Nope, that is obstructed. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Oh, that looks so ugly. It is so ugly. Okay, so instead we're gonna go up like this. No, even that's obstructed. Okay. Insufficient funds, of course. I just wanted to build a pathway so that we can get people to our new ride. Okay, there we go. It is a really ugly queue. I'm gonna have to think of... actually, what if we did that? Oh yeah, we can't. Nope. Okay, so at least the way down hopefully won't be as janky. And by hopefully it won't be as janky, I mean it's going to be exactly as janky. Oh no, that's too low. Because again, it can't even... okay, so let's instead build up from here. And let's have it connect. Let's go up, at least to keep that roughly even. They're not even lined up back here. Why is that? The pathing system just want it to work. There we go. And that's also super dumb. It's also super not fun. So let's build that up. Let's at least have it somewhat match in its jankiness. Ugh, I hate that so much. I hate it so much. So much! But we're gonna live with that for now, because I do want to get the big wheel going. And it's going to be the main sequence, and we're going to add another animation. We're going to do... actually, do we want to do that? How do we want to do this? Because I know that I want to set both the animation and trigger sequence, yeah. I don't really know how I do want to do this. Like, what's optimal? Oh, I think we want to do it twice. I do think we want to do it twice. So let's test that, see how that goes. And what is the Q rating? It's only 33. Ugh. Carousel is getting really old. Consider rebranding. Yes, I'm going to consider I'm not going to rebrand. No. I'm going to wait for it to become a classic. Thank you very much. I should probably refurbish this at some point in time to reduce the breakdowns. But I hope Ferris's wheel, which looks spectacular. It looks amazing. I mean, this vista is... I'm proud of this. I'm very proud of this. But with the trees, like, even supporting it, like, oh, yes. And then the other ride that goes underneath, which is this making us money yet? No, it's not quite making us money, and that is... Yikes. That is okay, but I do want to see the big wheel. It's 1.99, and that's not a whole heck of a lot. But it is 510, which means we can charge $15 for it. And as we get even more people, we fix... Oh, we definitely need to fix this queue. I'm thinking we bring this out, and then this out, and then it just cycles back down that way. That's probably what we're going to do. But people will start riding the big wheel. Yes, this is wonderful. I do need to change the lights, because I don't want the lights to be, like, red. I want them to be the same gold as everything else. The blue. Yeah, and then this is also going to be the gold. Whoops. But yeah, there we go. Like, it is still, like, flashing the lights and the different colors. Yikes. There we go. But Ferris's wheel is now up and running. Let's get some lampposts here just to... What just happened there? Let's get some lampposts there just to brighten the area. And let's rotate our center back to there. But it needs to be like in the center here. So I'm wondering... Well, I will figure out how to do that off camera. All I know is that we do finally have the big wheel, which is going to be called Ferris's wheel. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have two roundy rides, two spinny rides right through the central axis. Oh, I love the monumentality of this. I love the way that this build is finally starting to look. Next episode, I will be detailing some of this off camera. I'm going to finish off this building. I'm going to start building the tower, and I'm going to start building the concessions in food here. It's, yes, I'm so much enjoying this. Actually, you know what? Before I forget, let's do something like this. Let's just bring this across. Boom. Boom. Have a little bit of some foliage there. And then is this... you know what? Let's select to this grid. No, that's not going to work. So we're just going to assume that that is even. And I think that is even, because I want statues. I want some more foliage along here. We are going to get some more foliage and statues along here. But for now, this is looking pretty dang snazzy, if I do say so myself. Especially once we get the building back here. But I'm Carhu, the Great Bear of the North. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, comment, you know the drill. Help other people find this. I would really appreciate that. Just let me know what you think. If you think that I'm an absolutely terrible... Yeah, okay. Thank you, Les Autoscooter. If you think that I'm an absolutely terrible theme park designer, well, let me know. If you think I'm awesome, let me know. But most importantly, and I really do mean this, I hope everybody has a fantastic day, and I will see you all next time in Karhu Electric Park. Bye, everybody.